Welcome to the session, and this is Vinuta BM. I'm a science facilitator from Davangere. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about very interesting topic, that is cell. Okay, let's go into the introduction part. Yes, we all know that we are surrounded by so many living things, that is the plants and animals, which are so vary in external structure or external appearance, right? So however all these resembles in one aspect. We can notice all these organisms shows one similar character, that is every living organism is made up of what number of building blocks called cell. Okay, and then all organisms consist of group of cells. That group of cell perform particular function. Okay, it work together with a common aim to sustain a life. Therefore we define cell is the structural and functional unit of what life. Okay, and then the study of cell is called what cytology. Every organism or all organism is made up of cell, and the study of cell is called what cytology. Yes, coming to the discovery of cell. Who discovered the cell? Like, okay, we can't see the cell in our naked eye because it is very tiny and it is very small. Yes, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, who he was the first who developed the simple microscope. See, this is the simple word microscope developed by the Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Okay, see, using this simple microscope, he observed a tiny single-celled living unit in a drop of water. However, he did not name it as a cell. Only he observed that living unit under this microscope. Yes, coming to the historical study, who are involved in this site or study of cell. Okay, so first we already studied that about the Anton van Leeuwenhoek. He was the first who recognized the living unit of organisms. Okay, and then the second one is the Robert Hooke. He is the first who coined the term called cell. Okay, he is the first who coined the term called cell, and he named that living unit as cell. In 1833, Robert Brown, he is a Scottish naturalist. Okay, he observed or he noticed that each cell has a dark spot inside it. Okay, if it is a cell, means each cell has a dark spot inside this, and he named it nucleus. Okay, he named it as nucleus. And then in 1833, Jacob, he is a German botanist, proposed that all plants are composed of cell. Okay, all plants are composed of what? Cell. Plants. And then after so many years later, Theodore Schwann came to the same conclusion about the animals. So animals also composed of what? Cell. And then in 1858, Rudolf, who revealed that all cells grow from another cell by the division of cell. Okay, every cell is existed by the another cell. So all these conclusion, using this, all these conclusion leads to the formation of what? Cell theory. What this cell theory states? Yes, all organisms are composed of cell. Okay, all organisms are composed of cell. The cell is the structural and functional unit of all living beings. All cells are produced and pre-existed. So all cells are produced from pre-existing cells. Understand, this is about the cell theory. Yes, coming to the contribution of Robert Hooke in the study of cell. Yes, see, in 1663, Robert Hooke, he is an English scientist. See, he discovered a compound microscope. See, this is the compound microscope discovered by whom? Robert Hooke, which was made up of two lens. He examined a thin slice of cork. Under this microscope, he examined a thin slice of cork under this microscope and observed that was made up of tiny honeycomb compartment like structure. See, tiny honeycomb compartment like structure. So he named it as what? Cells. Understand? He named it as what? Cell. The term cell is derived from the Latin word called cellula, meaning room or small compartment. You can see here in this picture, small compartment we can see. So this compartment is named as cell by the Robert Hooke. Understand? This is about the compound microscope. And coming to the magnification and resolution, so both are very important. We can see tiny organisms, very small organism briefly under the microscope only. So microscope is very important to study the very tiny organisms, right? So what is magnification? So magnification means it measures how much large a microscope cause an object appear. So microscope magnify up to 400 times of the particular actual size of that organisms. Understand? We can see under the microscopes 400 times more than the actual size of the organisms. Coming to the resolution, it is a distance between the 2 point or two object. Smaller the resolution, we can see the better clarity and detailed structure of image. Okay, yes. Coming to the cell types of cells, based on the number, based on the shape and size, we can see different size and shape and number of cells. Okay, based on the number, we can see unicellular organism and multicellular organism. So unicellular organisms means the organisms which are made up of single cell, and multicellular organisms means the organisms which are made up of many cells. Example for unicellular organism: amoeba, paramecia, bacteria, chlamydomonas. These are made up of only one cell. In that organism, that one cell perform whole function of the body. Understand? Coming to the multicellular organisms. So in multicellular organisms, group of cell perform a particular function. Okay, example for the multicellular organism: man, plant, fish, animals, like that. Okay, yes. Coming to the size, different sized cells, we can the size of the cell vary from microscopic to large. So very small cell, that is the bacterial cell. Okay, bacterial cell, it is the very small cell. Longest cell we can see in the nerve cell. Egg cell, it is the largest cell. You can see the ostrich egg, so it is very big. Okay, that's why it is the largest cell, that is the egg cell. Yes, coming to the cell shape, all living cell shows a great variety in the shape which is determined by the function at particular cell perform. For example, red blood cell or biconcave. See in this picture, you can see red blood cell, how it looks, biconcave shape. Chlamydomonas, it is in the oval shape. Nerve cell, see, it is thread like shape. Spirogyra, it is irregular, amoeba, it is in the irregular shape. Okay, Spirogyra and amoeba both are in irregular shape. And then some algae, those are in the cylindrical shape, and paramecia, it is in the slipper shape. So these are all the shapes of the cells. And then on to the next topic, that is the study of basic structure of plant cell and the animal cell. First one, that is the cell membrane. Okay, it is a basic structure of cell. See in this picture, you can see first one is cell membrane. Okay, cell membrane, it is a tiny, very thin, delicate and flexible membrane. Yes, see, this is the cell membrane. It is a tiny and delicate and flexible membrane which surrounds each cell. It is also called plasma membrane. Okay, it consists of fine pores which allow only certain molecules. Yes, these plasma membrane have consist of tiny pores. Okay, these pores allow only certain molecules to pass through it and prohibit the other, and therefore due to this function also called selectively permeable membrane. This is about the cell membrane. And what's the function of cell membrane? Yes, it holds the protoplasm of the cell and provides mechanical support to the internal components of the cell. Being selectively permeable, it allows only selective substances to pass through it. Okay, and it provides definite shape to the cell, and it helps to removal of waste product from inside the plant. Any unwanted substances or unwanted material present inside the cell means this plasma, using this plasma membrane, it will go out. And then coming to the cell wall. Yes, see, cell wall, it is made up of what? Cellulose. Understand, cell wall is made up of what? Cellulose. It gives shape and rigidity to the plant cell, and this is the non-living part of the cell, and it provides and protects the cell from entry of disease causing agents. Understand, this cell wall protects the cell from entry of disease causing agents, as well as a agent mechanical injure. Any mechanical injured substances is there means it will not allow inside. And then the function of cell wall is it provide mechanical support to the plant cell, and it provide definite shape to the plant cell. And then coming to the difference between the cell membrane and cell wall. Okay, yes, cell membrane. So this cell membrane is present in all cell. Okay, in animal cell also we can see, and plant cell also we can see the cell, but cell wall only present in only in plants and bacteria, fungi, algae, like this. And then cell membrane, it is semi permeable because it allows only selective substances through it, that's why it is semi permeable. But cell wall, it is fully permeable. And the main function of the cell membrane, it protects the protoplasm. And then the cell wall's main function is it protects cell membrane and maintain shape and structure of the cell. And then cell membrane is alive, it is a living structure of the cell, and it is very active metabolically. But cell wall is non-living, it is inactive when comparatively compared to the cell membrane. And then cell membrane is made up of proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, but the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan in bacteria, cytin in fungi, cellulose in plant. Understand, this is about what difference between the cell membrane and cell wall. Yes, coming to the nucleus. Yes, nucleus, it is very important structure found in what? Plant cell as well as in the animal cell. In both plant cell and animal cell we can notice the nucleus. It is a large and noun structure of the cell. It is dense spherical living body. See, if it is a cell means this is the nucleus. Okay, it is a dense spherical living body which lies inside the cytoplasm of the nucleus and is enclosed by double membrane called nuclear membrane. Okay, this is the nuclear membrane. See, it separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. Nuclear membrane surrounds the dense semi-fluid substances called nucleoplasma. Okay, the nucleoplasma contain one or more spherical body called nucleolus. Okay, this is the nucleolus. And the network like chromatin fibers. Each chromatin fibers contain thread like structure called chromosomes. So these chromosomes carry genes which are carrier of genes from parental to offspring. Okay, it is about the nucleus. And coming to the function of the nucleus, this nucleus, it is also called as what, brain of cell, because it control and coordinate all vital activity of the cell, and it consists chromosomes which carry a parental character to offspring through genes. Okay, and it plays important role in the cell division. It is all about what, nucleus. Yes, coming to the cytoplasm. Yes, see, cytoplasm, it is a homogeneous, colorless liquid-like substances that lies between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. See in this cell structure. So, see, this is the cytoplasm. In both cell we can notice the cytoplasm. Okay, this is the homogeneous and colorless liquid like substances that lies between the nucleus and the plasma membrane of the cell. Okay, it is a translucent granular semi-fluid which form mini bulk of the cell. See, for example, how can you imagine cytoplasm? Means if you take one balloon filled with water, and also it consisting of a piece of something else, may any other material, that water is the cytoplasm, and piece of papers or piece of something, that is called what, cell organelles. So understand what is cytoplasm. This, what is the function of the cytoplasm? It consisting many living parts called cell organelles, and some non-living parts also, that is cell inclusions. Cytoplasm stores many chemicals that are essential for life, and it supplies proper nutrition to plant, to the cell organelles, and stores food in the form of starch grains. Okay, how it stores in the form of starch grains. It is the site for most of the chemical reaction takes place in the cell. So most of the chemical reactions takes place in where, cytoplasm of the cell. This is all about what, cytoplasm. Yes, coming to the cell organelles. Yes, first one is the mitochondria. Mitochondria or organelles, it is a cell or living cell organelle that are made up of two membrane, inner membrane and an outer membrane. Okay, the inner membrane is folded into finger like structure called, see, outer, this is the inner membrane and this is the outer membrane. See this picture, you can notice. So inner membrane is folded into finger-like structure called cristae and extended into the matrix. Understand? See, this is the mitochondria, this is the outer layer, and this is the inner. It is extended into the matrix. See, this is the matrix. Finger-like structure is there, na? Understand? And then coming to the outer membrane, it separates the mitochondria from the cytoplasm. And then intermembrane space, the space, it is the space between the inner and outer membrane. Coming to the matrix, see, the innermost compartment of the mitochondria surrounded by the inner membrane. See, this is the innermost compartment, this is the matrix, the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. Understand? You can see also we can notice the ribosomes inside the mitochondria. And then coming to the function of mitochondria, they perform the respiration within the cells. Okay, and mitochondria convert the chemical energy contained in the food in the form of energy. That's why it is called as powerhouse of cell. This mitochondria releases ATP, it releases energy. That's why it is called as what, powerhouse of the cell. This is about the mitochondria. Understand? And then coming to the endoplasmic reticulum, it is an irregular network of duplex structure. See, this is the endoplasmic reticulum structure. We can see this endoplasmic reticulum near the nucleus. It is an irregular network of duplex structure distributed throughout the cytoplasm. At some places it connects the plasma membrane. Okay, it connects with the plasma membrane and also nuclear membrane, and transport the useful substances within the cell. This endoplasmic reticulum connects the plasma membrane with the nuclear membrane and transport the useful substances within the cell. And endoplasmic reticulum is two types: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. These rough endoplasmic reticulum has many fine granules called ribosomes. See in this picture, you can see this is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Understand? See, in the smooth endoplasmic we can't see, we didn't notice any ribosomes, right? But in the rough endoplasmic reticulum side we can see small dot like structure is there na, those are ribosomes. Okay, that's why it is called what? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Yes, they perform a supporting skeletal framework to the cell, and it provides pathway to transport nuclear membrane to the plasma membrane and from one cell to the another cell also. Understand? This is about what? Endoplasmic reticulum. And then coming to the Golgi bodies. Yes, see, the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are sac of flat membrane usually found near the nucleus. We can notice these Golgi bodies near the nucleus of most of animal cell. The Golgi bodies appear the Golgi apparatus is made up of flattened sac like crystals. So how it looks like crystal, this is called, this sac like structures is there na, those are what? Crystine. Okay, and then these Golgi apparatus has two phase: cis phase and trans phase. Okay, this is the cis phase and this is the trans phase. So cis phase is convex and usually face to the nucleus. See, if it is the nucleus is present here means it is face towards the nucleus, and trans phase is concave. Understand? And then what's the function of Golgi apparatus? Golgi bodies are secretory cell organelles. It secretes so many proteins, hormones and enzymes. Understand? It is about the Golgi apparatus. It present near or near to the nucleus. It have two phases: cis phase and trans phase, and it is called as secretory cell organelles. Yes, coming to the lysosomes. Yes, lysosomes are membrane bounded organelles that contain digestive enzymes. Okay, they are spherical vesicles that can vary in size and shape. We can see different size and shaped lysosomes. The membrane is made up of phospholipids and contain proteins that forms enzymes. The interior of lysosome is acidic. The inside of lysosome is acidic with the pH of what? 4.5 to 5. What's the function of lysosomes? It break down the waste and recycle material within it. It break down what? Waste material or waste substances, and it recycle it materials within the cell only. This is about the lysosomes. Yes, coming to the centrosome. Yes, centrosome is a minute membranous body found near the nucleus of the animal cell. We can't notice the plant in centrosome in the plant cell. These centrosome helps in the during the cell division. It initiate the cell division. Okay, these are the centrosomes. And then coming to the plastids. Yes, plastids are disc shaped living cell organelles found in the plant cell. Only in plant cell we can notice the plastids. This is the double layer membrane. It stores the pigment. Pigment means coloration. There are three types of plastids present in the plant cell, that is leucoplast, chloroplast and chromoplast. So what is leucoplast? Yes, these are the colorless plastids present in the cell. We can notice plastids in only in plant cell, right? So it doesn't have any color, it doesn't have any pigment. Okay, that is leucoplast. It underground cells of the underground storage part like roots and some modified tents of plants. The leucoplast stores food prepared by the plant in the form of what? Starch. Some leucoplast also stores fats and proteins. So it is a colorless plastids present in the cell of underground storage parts like roots and some modified tents of plants. And then leucoplast stores food prepared by the plant in the form of what? Starch. Some leucoplast also stores in the form of fat and proteins. Yes, coming to the chromoplast. These are colored plastids other than green color. Once they are mostly present in the petals of flowers and pericarp of the fruit and impart color to them. Understand, it is colored plastids other than green. Okay, we can in the petals of the flower these chromoplast is present, and also in the pericarp of the fruit. It may be a fleshy or it may be in a dry fruits. And then coming to the chloroplast. Yes, it is very important. These are green color plastids present which contain green color pigment called chlorophyll. Chloroplasts trap the energy of the sun to perform the process called photosynthesis. You all know about the photosynthesis, right? Photosynthesis means using sunlight, water, and what nutrition. What it produce? It manufacture food or glucose in the plant. Photosynthesis in the green color of the leaf and soft stem due to the presence of chloroplast in them. It has two parts, granum, a peel of flat green solid body, is stroma, a liquid matrix. Granum and stroma, it is a two part, that is the chloroplast structure. This is the types of the plastids. See, this is the leucoplast. It is the colorless pigment present in the underground part of the cell, and chloroplast in the green part of the cell, green part of the plants, that is in the leaf or stem part. Chromoplast present where? In the pericarp of the fruit or in the what petals of the flower. And then last cell organelle, that is the vacuoles. Yes, they are membrane bonded non-living fluid filled shapes present in the cytoplasm. Okay, in the cytoplasm you can notice the large vacuole. In plant cell we can notice large vacuole. Large vacuole is generally found in the plant cell. If vacuoles are present in an animal cell, they are very small, and those are very temporary. At any time it will reabsorb or it will discard. And then function. Coming to the function of vacuoles. Vacuole stores excess of water, pigments, and waste product. Vacuoles maintain the turgidity of the cells. Okay, it will maintain the firmness of the cell, and it keeps them in shape, particular shape. They stores dissolve water substances such as sugar and minerals. So in an animals, vacuoles are absent. If it is present, means it is temporary or in less number. It is about the vacuoles. Yes, this is the vacuoles present in the plant cell. Yes, coming to the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. What is the difference we will see in the plants and animals? Yes, in plant cell, see, usually they are larger than the animal cell. Okay, compared to the animal cell, plant cell is very large. Animals is smaller than the plant cell. The cell wall present in addition to the plasma membrane and consisting of middle lamella, primary and secondary wall. Okay, presence of cell wall, we can notice the presence of cell wall in addition to the plasma membrane and consisting of middle lamella, primary and secondary wall. But in the animal cell, the cell wall is absent. And then in plant cell, plasmodesmata is present. What is this plasmodesmata? Is plasmodesmata, it is a plasma membrane lined tubes that cross the cell wall. They create a cytoplasmic and plasma membrane continue between the neighboring cells. It forms a way. Okay, it allows the selective substances go through it. And then in the animal cell, plasmodesmata is absent. And then in plant cell, chloroplast is present, that is a pigmented substances. Chloroplast is present. In animal cell, we can't notice any chloroplast. Chloroplast is absent. In plant cell, vacuoles are large and permanent, but in animal cell, vacuoles are small and it is temporary. And then coming to the tonoplast is present around the vacuoles. So vacuoles is surrounded by what? Tonoplast. So in plant cell we can notice large number of vacuoles, right? That why we can notice also tonoplast. But in animal cell, tonoplast is absent. Centrioles is absent except motile cells of the lower plants. So centrioles are helpful for what? Cell division, right? These centrioles are absent in the plant cell, but centrioles are present in what? Animal cells. Yes, nucleus present along with periphery of the cell. In plant cell, we can observe that nucleus is present in the peripheral region, the side way of the nucleus, side way of the cell. But in the animal cell, we can notice the nucleus in the central part of the cell. Okay, and then in plant cell, lysosomes are rare, but in animal cell, lysosomes are present. And then in plant cell, storage material in the form of starch grains, but in animal cells, glucogen or granules, glucogen and granules. Okay, this is the difference between the plant cell and the animal cell. Yes, see in this picture, you can see the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. See, yes, see, we already said that. See, in the plant cell, the nucleus is present in the peripheral region, right? In the peripheral region, we can see the nucleus, but in the animal cell, it present in the central region. Okay, so in the plant cell, we can notice the cell wall. In animal cell, we can not only cell membrane or plasma membrane is present. And also see here are the big large vacuole can see in the plant cell, but in the animal cell, vacuoles are absent. If it is present, means this is temporary. And then in the plant cell, chloroplast is present. in the animal cell it is absent. See, vacuoles are small are absent. The cell organelles present both in the plants and animals are ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, plasma membrane, Golgi bodies, mitochondria, and nucleus. These are cell organelles present in both plant cell and animal cell. See, vacuoles are absent in the animal cell or less in number. Centrioles and centrosomes are present in the animal cell but absent in the plant cell. And then chloroplast is present in the plant cell, but in the animal cell we can't notice any chloroplast. This is about the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. Yes, coming to the function of the function of cell organelles. Yes, what's the function of cell organelles? Yes, coming to the first, cell membrane. Yes, what's the function of the cell membrane? It separates the cell from outer environment. It separates the cell from the outer environment, and it is selectively permeable because it allows only selected substances through it, and it is very flexible boundary. So cell membrane, it is a flexible boundary that surrounds the cell by layered of proteins and lipids. And then cell wall, it is a rigid structure outside the plasma membrane made up of cellulose. Cell wall is present only in where? Plant cell. In animal cell, cell wall is absent. So what's the function of the cell wall? It gives additional support and it gives protection to the cell, and it gives the particular shape to the cell. Coming to the nucleus, yes, it present only in the animal and plant cell also. So nucleus, it consisting of DNA. So it is the genetic material. It carries genes from one parental to offspring. It controls what's the function of the nucleus? It control all vital activity of the cell. Okay, that's why it is the brain of the cell. And then nuclear membrane envelope. So it is a double membrane layer that surrounds the nucleus. It allows material to move into the in and out to the nucleus. And then centrosomes. So centromere or centrosomes, see, these are a granular material within the nucleus, DNA bound to the protein. This contains to form new chromosomes at the time of the cell division. It helps for the cell division. It initiates the cell division. And then the chromosomes, it distinct thread-like structure present in the nucleus. It consisting of genetic material. It will carry from parents to offspring. And what's the function means? Blueprint, controls cell activity, pass on genetic from information to next generation. And then nucleus, it is a small dense region in the nucleolus. It is a small dense region in the nucleus. It absolutely is assemble of ribosomes like place here. It controls the activity of what? Nucleus. Understand? This is all about what the function of the different cell organelles. So this is all about this class. Let's recall what we are studied in this session. Okay, first we studied about the introductory part of cell. Okay, cell is a basic structural and functional unit of life. And discovery, who are involved in the study of discovery is Anton van Leeuwenhoek, Robert Hooke. He is the first who coined the term called cell. Robert Brown and Jacob, Theodor Swan and Rudolph, which are all from all these cell conclusion. Using this conclusion, the cell theory is created that all organisms are composed of cell. The cell is a structural and functional unit of life. Okay, and cell are produced by the pre-existing cells. And this is the compound microscope, and it is developed by whom? Robert Hooke. Okay, and then magnification and resolution, and then types of the cell based on the number, shape, size, etc. And then this is the structure, basic structure of the cell membrane, cell wall, and then nucleus. And coming to the cell organelles, cytoplasm, cell organelles, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosome, centrosome, plastids, types of plastids, vacuoles, and different between plants and animal cells, and the function of cell organelles. Yes, now it's time to end the session. I hope this session will helpful to you. All the best for your new adventure. Thank you for watching.